Hi, Alexis. We did it. It's done. I thought I would start with the dream though. That I did. I told you about already. So we're going to just reread the dream really quick and then jump right in. So here we go. Um, as I set the intention to dream for you, I saw a cartoonish looking Uncle Sam spinning his head on his finger as if he were a basketball. So it was spinning. So Uncle Sam, United States, spinning basketball, spinning it on his hand. Think of like the world spinning on your finger. I'm not sure, but think about that image. You were in a building and you heard a great commotion outside. You looked out the window to investigate, and a man with a dark and unfriendly countenance looked you in the eye. He was working with others on the edifice of the building as if he were a contractor completing a job. He was addressing the people who lived and worked on the right side of the building, right as if you were facing the building. And he was demanding more money from them. It felt as if he was demanding more than the agreed upon price. You were on the left side of the building, observing, and he did not like your interference. You went back in and told a man, and in the dream it was my dad who passed in October, the situation, and he walked with purpose to address the situation. 27 feels like the number of the demanded money, and there was a debate about paying the extra amount. So just think about like my dad, your dad, authority figure. Okay. And then there were some small snippets too. You're in a narrow structure. It was a train. And you're asking where the bathroom is. A man replied that it is in the last quarter. He used a number like 250. You walked through the structure, so the structure was going forward like the train, and you were walking back. You walked through the structure, passing people and doors and such, and you came to a bathroom. You entered. And at first it appeared that you had privacy, but that shifted to a curtained door, and then you realized that you could be seen using the restroom. Not ever a fun situation. And then you're with a little boy. This is another snippet. And he feels like he is not your son, but you have volunteered to care for him. You take him to a pool where you both sit in chairs by the side. You sit companionably, but you do not swim. And then in another snippet, you're with a group of people in the wilderness, and you come across a great natural water slide. 2 men go down before you. You enthusiastically go third, and your journey down is fast and free of obstacle. Okay. So I always felt like that dream was important. I knew it was for you because I had set that intention to dream for you. And we never talked about it, but I feel like everything should be able to kind of make sense as we go through your prayer page, and then even more sense when you and I talk. So the feeling that I had when I went about making your prayer page was just a heavy heart. It felt like you didn't want it done. Like you do want it done, but your heart was like, oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna be hard. Like you were trying to yeah, my heart's doing it right now. So my heart's racing. Like it knows that this is important, but there's a resistance to it. There's resistance here, which has been basically my whole journey, Alexis. So, okay. All right, so when I think about the train moving forward, you're literally walking backwards. As the train is moving forward, you're walking back, passing doors, passing people, trying to use the restroom to eliminate what you don't need anymore, what you want to let go of, what you really, that icky inside that you want to release and for it to be gone. And it's very vulnerable for that to be witnessed, right? So, girl, just breathe. The best news is that as I was doing this, I was like, oh, this is so hard for Alexis. This is going to be hard for her. But I knew, and I know, that by making these prayer pages, it doesn't matter if we get to the heart of it, it unsticks energy. These prayer pages unstick energy. So regardless, something is going to lighten up. even if we're not able to really get to that soul wound that I feel is there and wants to, see some sunshine on it. Even if we can't get to that, it's okay. So I've already spoken too much. All right, so let's see. Let's dig in. Alexis, the prevailing thought is unite the mind and the heart. The mind and the heart need to be united. And it's almost like the brain needs to be replaced with the heart, almost. So we know there's a connection. I know you know that. All of this, we're connected all the way through, all the way up to our spirit guides, to our higher self, and then we're connected down to the earth. So I really feel like it's time for that heart to replace some of the brain. You can trust your heart. It's really what I want you to know. You can trust your heart. You can trust your instincts. You're so good. So good. So you can trust yourself to be good. You can trust yourself. I know you see yourself as very strong and that you're always trusting yourself. But there's a vulnerability to in trusting yourself. I don't know. We'll get to it, or we won't, but it's okay. You're doing great. You're doing great. Okay, so unite the mind and the heart was prevailing. I got that a couple of times. Solar plexus is where I would really, if you want to kind of like do a body scan, I know you're able to do stuff like that. The solar plexus chakra. See the light within yourself. And I've really got so much anima and animus. So I know animus is the masculine, and I think about the man on the outside of your office building, demanding animus. And then you were on the inside and you sent your animus out to deal with the other animus. I feel like you're having to, with a business that I know that you own, you're having to be, the boss, the animus. And there's that side of you, the anima, that is like, okay, how can I get more of you in to this business, maybe, or your life, or whatever, but by necessity. And I see you as so feminine, because I saw you in that dance. You're so feminine and fluid. But there's an animus thing going on that I would look at. Healthy, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul, which I think you do. But it did come up. Trust your inner voice. Everything was about trust. Trusting your inner voice. Now is the time for increased awareness, downloads, and understanding. So trust your inner voice. Like I said, here, we're all so in here. Intuition, trust. Trust in the unknown came up. Hello, kitty. Yeah, trust in the unknown. That's August, my cat. Sorry, shouldn't block myself. Connect with heaven. Oh, that's the other thing. I wanted to thank you for letting me do this for you, because I had the distinct impression you're not asking for help. You're not, you give so much help, and you're such a giver, and you're the teacher and the giver, and that it just struck me that you're allowing me in to give you some messages, and that was, thank you. Thank you for letting me be that being that's able to co-create with you and give you the forest. I kept on getting the can't see the forest through the trees kind of thing. So thank you. Genius lies in eternal patience. Trust. Everything is trust. Trust that your patience will be rewarded. It was all trust. Mother Mary came in. This is where I got in trouble with the reading that I did for Laura. And I was like, I know that there's something from your childhood, and I think it's your father, blah, blah, blah. But we were able to get, once we spoke, we were able to like really hone in on it, got the spirit chills. There was something, but I jumped to conclusions. So I'm jumping to conclusions again that you're having there's something going on with your mother, your mother, your maternal mother. Yeah, it's not good. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So what I came up with was replace those voices that you hear, those mother voices, because you've looked at this and you have looked at this and you have tried to heal this and looked at this and looked at this, but those voices persist. So it's almost as if you're operating against the voice of your mother. Like you know what she would say constantly. Choo, 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 choo. And you're like, nope, I'm not doing that. Nope, nope, nope. But you're still hearing that voice. So the idea would be is let's get that voice out so you don't have to bounce off of it. So if that voice can go away and you replace it with your voice, that's optimal. Instead of having to, it's exhausting. You're exhausted. Constantly having to grab that voice, knowing it's your mom, and going, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. We just need that voice to go away. Go away. And we're going to replace that voice in your mind with the voice of your heart. Yeah, don't choose sides. Don't try to argue. Just take your stand. Easier said than done. There's something there. I'm not sure what it is, but it feels like it really hurts. It doesn't feel good. Okay, what else? Oh, and you've got angels waiting on you to invite them in to help you. They're almost, just kind of envision them, and they're just raring to go, raring to go. They want you to say, hey, I'm ready for you now. Archangel Azrael especially. Yeah, he's waiting on you to call him in for healing of your core wound. Okay, so let's get that, just a little bit more light on it. Just a little bit more. And let's see if we can get that moving in the right direction. Just prayer, real prayer. You do so many intentions and good things. You're so good with your intentions. As you've proven on this purple channel. More prayer. More grace. Grace, 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 grace. Open yourself up to more grace, more healing. Heart-centered consciousness. You know the mind and heart are one. It's just, this is, I guess because it's your business. You've just had to use so much of this. Let's try to get that heart into that business. Ask and you shall receive. That was what the angels want you to know. Ask and you shall receive. There is help for you. More and more and more and more help for you. Unseen help. So ask for it. And then the hello, goodbye. Every time you say goodbye, you get to say hello to something. So it's another opportunity to look at what you can let go. Change is coming. The train is moving forward. Change is coming. Let go graciously, because you know whatever comes in is really what you need right now. Yeah, I think so. All right, Lady Venus. Yeah, deep insights are coming. Change is coming. Deep insights are coming. So, just align your life. All the stuff that you and I both already know. And ask yourself, what is your heart's desire? You've got so much business desire, business stuff going on. Really sit down. What's your heart's desire? I'd meditate on that. See what phrase comes to mind, and then how you can incorporate that into your life, business. Take note of intuitive messages. There is information coming your way, healing information. Just intuitive messages, and trust your intuition. Huge. Yeah, so that's basically it. Except you got a extra page, which I've never done before. I did a back for you. This was more about that core wound. So it's a turtle, a sea turtle. And there's something going on in your natal family. There's something uncomfortable, a situation coming on. So like the idea is going on and has been. The idea is that the turtle spends its life in water. And we know water is life. We are water. Water is life. So it's spent in all the rebirth and all the good stuff that happens with water. So it spends its life in water, but it struggles up into the sand to lay its eggs. Or its mother struggled to lay its eggs, and then it leaves them. So once it goes back to the sea and swims away and lives its best life, and those baby turtles are left to fend for themselves. So there's something there for you. There's something there for you. So with your upcoming challenges that are coming, which we know are happening, the train is moving forward. We're trying to eliminate all this stuff, even if we have to do it in the most uncomfortable public way or whatever. We're trying to eliminate all the things that we don't need on our journey anymore, that are weighing us down. You know, water is your true home, just like that turtle. Perhaps you see it as selfish to go off and lay your eggs and then go swim and live your best life. Maybe someone did that to you, and that really hurt, and you like don't want to do that. Not sure. But a turtle's a turtle. You gotta follow your instincts. You have to be you. And if being you is laying an egg and going off and living your best life, I don't know. Basically, a turtle is most herself when she's in the water, and it's interesting that she's born on the sand and that she gives birth on the sand. So think about that, how uncomfortable that is for birth. So here's something you can do. So just contemplate doing this, creating 2-foot baths consciously and making one really cold and one hot. You know, don't burn yourself. You're a grown-up. So putting your feet, I think it was the hot one. What did I say? Yeah. All right, put your foot in, both your feet in the hot one for 30 seconds, and then move to the cold for 10. And do it 5 times at least. 30 seconds in the hot, 10 in the cold. Life is uncomfortable. You know that. This exercise in making yourself uncomfortable on purpose shouts out to the universe, okay, she's ready for change. She's willing to be uncomfortable for her growth. Alexis, I know you know all this, and I know that this is what you teach and tell other people. I know it. I also know that I need to hear it from other people too. You matter. You matter. And you've got to do what you need to do for you. It's not selfish. If someone else has done something and they've acted selfishly in your life, maybe it's time to look at that. We'll talk about it if you want to. I hope you do. Overall, you're doing great. You're moving forward one way or the other, with or without this baggage. But, oh, someone just came home.
I'm back.
It's my son. So on that note, we'll talk soon. Thank you. Bye. I just did a video. Here, just one more time.
Sound your video?
Yeah, now it's done.
Took me a long time to find that tongue scraper.
Did it?
I saw a video where you pull all this white stuff out of his mouth. I was like, ew. Jump.